I just wanted to show you all a quick idea for cooking stuff I had. Something a bit different. I wanted to do either videos or a book or both. I don't know how to cook. I don't know about food, but I just do what I do and it turns out alright, so hopefully some of you will like it. Follow my order, because I'm just going to be bossing you around saying chuck the fucking eggs in. It's not normal. I don't know what I'm doing. I hope some of you will like it. If one of you likes it, that's great. I'm going to be making today pork and apple burgers, and I'll make some bread buns as well. Give it a little test, see if you like it. Okay. Step number 1. You've got to loosen up. You can't cook when you're stressed out. You've got to put some music on and just loosen up. So, get some school disco music. Ready? Also, the worse your dance moves are, the better. Which is just not an excuse for my shit dancing. It's just part of the cooking process. You've got to trust me. Shit, I thought someone was coming in. That wouldn't have been good. Actually, it would, because I am Ace. So, now your hair's all fucked up because you've been dancing real good to all the school disco music until you're feeling really confident, like you're wearing that flamey shirt that all the cool kids had on at the school disco. When you're feeling that good, you've got to wash your hands. That's the next step. Wash them hands, they're going to be sparkling. You don't want to die. Okay. Now, we're going to start making bread buns. Now the first step with bread buns is to establish that they're actually called bread buns, not anything fucking else. We're cooking with a Yorkshire girl here. Not rolls, not cobs, not bread boobs, not anything else. Bread buns! Once you've established this, then you can start the bread bun process. Bread buns, you need quite a bunch of time. You can't start making them like an hour before and it'll be fine. They need time to rise, otherwise they're just going to be pancakes. Don't start making them too late, just go to fucking Tesco's and get some. Milk, butter, sugar, eggs, salt, flour and yeast. So, if you haven't got any of them, go and get some from shop. I'll wait for you. Now, I aren't going to do it by hand. I'm going to do it in a mixie lad. It goes like that. I'll show you it. Here's my mixie machine. If you don't have a mixie lad, you're going to have to do it by hand, aren't you? Or you're going to have to go to Argos and buy a mixer. Okay, apparently this makes bread for 15 people. We all know that's not true. It's going to make bread for you, you greedy bastard. First, we need 1 cup of milk. I am using lactose-free. I lactose intolerance. If you haven't got room temperature milk and you're too lazy, like myself, just get the milk out of the fridge and put it in. Might not work as well, but ain't nobody got time for that fancy shit. Just bang it in, it'll be fine. If you got the little thing off the milk, just chuck it over your shoulder, someone else will pick it up later. Bloody only floors, I just hoovered them. Pick it up again, because that's not good. You got your milk, but you just chucked it out the fridge, because I know you're all lazy bastards. Now we need butter. You can't just be lazy and bang the butter in, because it's proper hard. You need to soften it up a bit. Maybe sit on it and wiggle your butt. Don't do that. Not if you have guests around anyway. Half a cup of butter. Now this is what really pisses me off about cup recipes. How am I supposed to get half a cup? It's solid. It's not going to go in. It's 115 grams you need. Half a cup, 115 grams of butter. So, get that. Now look, I've just got my butter out the microwave. It took about 20 seconds, that's all. Now look, it's soft. That's how it needs to be. Don't make it liquidy, that's crazy. And you'll get arrested by me. Bang it in to your milk. Oh. The next step is focus on me.
Focus on me. Focus on me.
You need some yeast. 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. Bang that in with your butter and your milk and let it rest until it starts going crazy. What appears to have happened here is I left the yeast for too long and it's turned into Pingu the penguin. Fuck you, Pingu. I'm sorry, baby, I love you. What's happened here is I was trying to be cool and show off earlier and said you don't need to heat the milk up to room temperature. It's been sat here for 7 days and nothing has happened. So what you need to do is get a hairdryer, turn it on, warm your milk up now, pray to Jesus and cry into a shower. Bloody hell, yeast! The yeast's flying everywhere like a fucking snow machine. Now, let's be fair, if you're watching this, you're shit at cooking anyway. So, you haven't waited 5 minutes because nobody's going to do that, are they? Because I can't even be arsed and this is my video. You've got your yeast, which hasn't done fuck all. You've got your cold milk and your shitty butter, which you've probably not heated up because you aren't following the recipe. You need to add sugar, eggs, salt and flour. 1/4 cup of sugar. You need to put that in your bowl of shit that you haven't done properly, okay? Get your eggs, 2 of them. Bang them in your shit that you've done terribly so far. Take the shell out though, don't just chuck them in like that. Next thing you need is 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 4 cups of flour. I'm using bread flour, but it just says you can use all-purpose flour. Use the bread flour, you're making bread. Now you need to put it all in your mixing machine. If you don't have a mixing machine, what are these then? They're mixing machines. You need to find a school disco song that matches the beat of the mixer. Now that you've danced to Who Let the Dogs Out, your dough's looking pretty bloody good. You've got your dough, bang some cling film over it or just a cloth or something. Put it somewhere warm, not too bloody warm. Don't put it in furnace. Don't put it in sun. Don't put it too close to Anna. I'm trying to say I'm hot. Just let it get real big and puffy. Okay? Even if this turns out really shit, you can tell everyone that you tried. And that's what's important in life, trying, right? So, you can do this. I believe in you. While you got your dough waiting, you may as well make your burgers. You will need minced pork. You will need an egg. You will need some milk. You will need breadcrumbs. You will need Worcester sauce. You will need an apple. You will need an onion. You will need garlic, salt, pepper. I think that's it. Get your pork first, bang it into a bowl. Minced pork. If you have a choice, get one with a higher fat percentage. That's what people want. They want the juicy ass burgers. By the way, that was 1 kilo of minced pork. What I do next is I put an egg yolk in, just the yolk. Not the white, not the shalaza. Do you know what the shalaza is? I'll give you a fucking tip here. It is the little squiggly bit that holds the yolk in the middle of the egg white, open it. Keep the yolk in one half and just keep swapping them, say. Keep swapping them, keep swapping them. Look, there's the shalaza. My yolk! Pick your yolk back up and tell it to get a grip. Bang it in, it'll be fine. Salt's going to be a hard one, but I tend to put it in at this stage. And I just sprinkle it over top layer. Make sure it's got 1 layer. If it's super thick, like this, I'll give it an extra one to make up for it. And then just give it some more for luck. You can't bloody taste it, can you? That's the annoying thing. You can't taste your raw meat. With pepper, I just do the same. I give it The next ingredient is oyster sauce. I don't know if you get that in America, but I assume so. It is one of my favourite things in the bloody world. I snip it. Sometimes I get out of bed at 3 in the morning and think, oh, I want a sniff of that. So I come down to the fridge, and I sniff it. Next you need to put some milk in. Again, I'm just using any milk's fine. Boob milk, whatever milk. At this point, to make up for the low fat content of the mince, I just add in more oil because you can't have enough fat. It's fucking amazing. It gives the food all the flavour. So, if you want to, you can add some more fat. The next stage is onions, garlic and apple. I use blender, but you can just chop it up real fine if you want. So I've got 4 of these shalloty lads. At this stage, it's good to have a little cry about Leonardo DiCaprio. Do you know what I'm going to have doing this? Shallots of fun. Now you need an apple, just a normal eating apple. The best are Braeburns. That is not a discussion we will have because I will get very angry about it. You need a Braeburn apple, or just get another apple if you're a Neanderthal. Chug your apple into a blender with your onion, and that apple will have shallots of fun, am I right? You may as well chuck your garlic in here as well. I usually put in about 3 cloves of garlic. That one's a bit deformed, but it's alright because so are you. Get all this gunk, bang it in with your meat, and then we'll be back for the breadcrumb stage. You need to make sure your hands are clean again because you're going to put them in there and mix it all up. You need to do this before the breadcrumbs because you need to see how sticky and moist it is so you know how much breadcrumbs to put in. So just smoosh it about. Shall I whisper into your ear while I'm doing it? And we'll get some ASMR pork squishing. Are you ready? Listen to the pork. It's actually really satisfying. With the breadcrumbs, you just want enough so that it all sticks together and it's not too goopy. I've mixed all the breadcrumbs in. I think that's every ingredient I put in. Sometimes I leave stuff out, sometimes I put some more stuff in. So it's up to you really. I also wanted to show you this cool thing. It's a metal soap bar, and when you've been sticking your hands in oniony stuff and your hands get a bit stinky, this is so good for getting rid of smells. It just completely gets rid of it in just water, and it's really good. It works. You just put it under water, rub your hands with it, all the oniony sniffs go. So get one of them as well. You don't need to, you can just go around with stinky hands, but no one wants that. Okay? For the next bit, the shaping bit, you will need a plate to put in the fridge, your burger press if you have one. This is one that a friend got for me. And some little greaseproof papery circles. If you don't have them, it doesn't matter, just try not to stick your burgers together, but they are handy for getting them off your plate and onto your grill. Now these burger presses get really sticky, so you need to spray some oil into them so that they're easier to come out. To make the burgers even is I'm going to put in 6 ounces in each burger press, and then they'll be all the same size and no one will cry because they've got the small burger. Your burger on your greaseproof sheet. Now you put another greaseproof circly lad on top so you can stack your burgers like this on top. There we go. There we go. So that has made 8 burgers. 8 beautiful burgers. Just bang them in the fridge and then they'll get all nice and firm while you faff around with your bread buns. Now it's time to see if our dough has got any bigger or failed miserably. Wow, it looks exactly the same. Oh well, get your dough, make it into bread buns, okay? That's the next step. I'm gonna make 8, I think it's supposed to make 15, but I've got 8 burgers, so I may as well make 8 bread buns. Gonna need me dough. Probably not gonna fucking work anyway, so let's just do what you want with them. Just knead them and then bang them on a non-stick baking tray. You got to make it quite flat because they rise a fair lot, so if you make it really flat, it'll be perfect height. If you don't rise this time, you will be brown bread. Proud of that one. Bang them on a tray. Bang them somewhere warm to rise again. Damn, girl, there's some people. Potatoes, if you're lazy, just don't bother peeling and just tell people they're rusty. Get olive oil. I turn my oven temperature up to 230 just because I'm hungry. I've got my little potatoey lads. I'm just gonna put salt, pepper, just chuck them in. That'll be fine. Take about 30-40 minutes. It's really important when you're doing cooking to get your timing right. Make sure you set a timer for the thing that takes the longest. So if that takes 40 minutes, you know you've got 40 minutes left. Potato lads are cooking alright, just make sure you keep turning them over. There's 17 minutes to go, so now you should start getting your burgery lads in the grill. When you're fixing up your grill pan, put some kitchen paper in the bottom and then fill it with water. So when the fat spits out of the burgers, it doesn't smoke and it's easy to clean up. Just flip them on. Make sure you have some plates in to warm somewhere because no one likes dinner on a cold plate. Got 11 minutes, burgers are in. I've turned the oven to 190. Potatoes are doing well and the bread buns are just going in. Think about the stuff now that you're serving with your dinner, like salady bits, because they're the bits you need to get ready now. When you're getting close to everything being done, you need to be careful, keep checking. Stuff's not burning. Turn your temperatures down and up. Take stuff out when it's done. Bread buns are looking very rustic. To test if they're done, just tap them on the bottom, and if they sound hollow, they're done. We've got some burgers, cheddar, Wensleydale, tomatoes, cucumber, beetroot, carrots, hard-boiled eggs, potatoey lads, and crazy bread buns, and that's how you make that. Just bang it together and it turns out alright, so you just do the same and it'll be fine. I hope.
Kupo kupo!